Hey, good morning. It's old Leroy here again. Today's episode is the last of the year, and then tomorrow will be the first day of the year. You ready? I know I've been talking about that quite a bit over the last week or so. But, hey, it's an important day. In one sense, it's just another day. What are you going to let it be? Just another day? Or are you going to make a day that counts? You know, we all have a job to do. Whether you're going out working a 9 to 5 every day, whether you're a stay at home parent, whether you're a slug like me, it doesn't matter. We all bring something to the table. We all have a role to play. It's just a matter of, do you understand your role? Do you like your role? Are you accepting your role? It's called living life with purpose. What's your purpose? I don't know. The man upstairs, he put you here for a purpose. It's just a matter of, are you fulfilling your purpose? I don't know. Something I think about every day. I'm not working, but my son is. And I live in a large house full of people. But I respect the fact that he goes to work every day because I filled that role before. And I know how important that role is, not just to me, but to his family. So the least I can do is try to help out and have a purpose. And I had some great examples growing up. My grandmother, and grandparents, I should say, period, grandparents. They were not wealthy. My grandfather cut hair for 50 cents a haircut. Oh, but when he died, a month before he quit working, he raised his price to 75 cents. Keep in mind, this is in the early 80s, so yes, it's a long time ago, but still, think about that. 50 cents a haircut. And back then, the average haircut, you can go down to I think Supercuts had just came out, and it was like $8, $9 a haircut. And everybody's like, wow, style. That's when, it was just different. Barbershops are becoming dinosaurs, which they are now. So, but my grandmother, that's who taught me the most on that whole ordeal. She made sure my grandfather was taken care of every day, so he could go to work and make his 50 cents a haircut. Her role was at taking care of the house, and they were real resourceful. Now keep in mind, they had a farm when my father, anyways, they had a farm. They sold it. They sold it, and they bought a house in the city. Anyways, in this house in the city, my grandmother, she made it work. She made the backyard, half of it was a garden. Half of the backyard was a garden. And she grew all kinds of stuff in that garden. So that provided food, being resourceful. And my grandfather liked reading the paper. So my grandmother knew that the neighbor got the paper delivered every day. And it was two old ladies, two sisters that were living next door. So she talked to those sisters and said, hey, when you get done reading that newspaper, you think I could have it? So my Henry could, read the newspaper? They were like, yeah, we just throw it away anyways. So my grandmother put an old mailbox that they had on the fence between the two houses. So that way those old ladies, when they let their dog out, they could put the newspaper in that mailbox and my grandmother could go out there and get it. Now, my grandfather was ready at work, usually by the time they got that newspaper, but the next morning, my grandfather would wake up before he'd go to work, drink his coffee, and read that newspaper. Yeah, it was a day late, but guess what? It's still new to him. Still news. Resourceful. And they take those newspapers and stack them up and they'd sell it. Just like tin cans. If we had to go to a store, we had to walk. My grandmother never drove a day in her life. She knew how to drive. She never drove, never got a license, so we walked everywhere. To the grocery store. That was one hell of a walk. I remember riding a city bus downtown so she could look for material to make an outfit because she wanted a new outfit. That's how resourceful she was. She didn't go buy clothes. She made clothes. She worked as a seamstress every now and then. She had a friend that had a seamstress shop. So she'd work every now and again to make a little bit of money. Take care of the family. But everything she did had purpose. I mean, she grew fruit trees to make jelly. We had peach trees, fig trees. I mean, all kinds of stuff. We had pecan trees. So we were always doing something. Always. In the summertime, we didn't have it. We didn't run AC. I didn't even know what AC was until I got out on my own at 20-something. We didn't use AC. Because we don't want to run up the bills. You make things work. But live life with a purpose. That's what 2026 is going to be for me. And that's what this is about, purpose. So I have something to look back upon and say, hey, this is what you were doing last year. Are you doing anything different? Are you better? The theme of the year 2026 for me personally is going to be purpose. Everything I'm going to do is purpose and resourceful. My point back to that part is, yes, my son goes to work every day. I walk through the house when I do, and I'll turn off lights. I don't use any lights during the day. I have my windows, blinds open so I can get sun. If it's not too cold, windows open. Anything I can do to help him, I'm going to do. That's not going to change. Anyways, oh yeah, I'm still Leroy. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. Share with a friend who might need this. But when you go to work today, whether it's at home or somewhere else, purpose. I love y'all. Take care. I'll see y'all next year. Adios. You might see me live tonight. I might try to go live to try to end this year because it is something I'm going to go to, a weekly live. Maybe one day, maybe 2 days, depending on if I have some people participate. I'd love to have some interaction with that. That's my whole purpose of this. So also, I forgot, make sure you comment. Drop me a line. Tell me something. It's gonna change. Life's gonna change. Whether we want it to or not. It's a matter of, do you want to move with the change? Do you want to move with a purpose? You can only answer that. Have a good day, folks. I'll either see you later on today, or I'll see you next year. It's old Leroy. Take care. Bye.